Detective Norman, can I join you? Sorry for the delay, but I didn't want anybody seeing me, if you know what I mean.
What can I get you, sir?
Just a coffee.
Coming right up.
It's not my habit to sit with people like you.
Got a business proposition for you, Detective.
I ain't no businessman. And even if I were, I wouldn't be doing business with the likes of you.
I don't usually do business with your kind either. But this is a bit of a strange deal. Good for you and your superiors, and good for me. It concerns a certain kind of trade.
Trade?
Well, let's just say that I hold a high position in a not-so-legal organization. It's just the kind of organization people such as yourself would like to know a lot about. And I, on the other hand, for certain reasons don't want...
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks. I have my own personal reasons why I don't want to be associated with this organization. It ain't too easy to leave this kind of business, if you know what I mean.
I think I know where you're coming from. You'll get a bullet in your head if you don't disappear quickly, right?
That's not the only reason. Got any kids, Detective? I've got a wife and daughter. I don't want them to have any problems because of me.
Yeah, well, I ain't just gonna hand out protection to any wop crook. You should have thought about them kids before, 'cause I...
Sure. Listen, I don't want something for nothing. So here's the deal. Does the name Salieri mean anything to you?
Salieri? It damn well does. You got something in common with him?
You could say that. I've worked for him for several years. Now he wants to rub me out. If you protect my family and me, I'll tell you everything. Names, dates, accounts, everything. Enough to put him away for life.
I ain't Santa Claus. If I go to the chief with this, I need to know everything you know. And I have to be sure you'll testify in court.
Sure. If you ain't in a hurry, I'll tell you my whole story, and all the deals I worked on over the years.
Okay. I've got time, and I'm listening.
Okay, kid. Here's where you're gonna learn what it takes to be a real mafioso. Every wise guy has a compass in his head, telling him which way and where to go. So, follow your inner compass, and go to the stage with the table on it. Are you sure you're not being followed? All right. Now, climb up on the stage. Be careful not to rip your suit. Well, you got yourself dirty climbing up here anyway, so you may as well practice a side roll. You're no good to the Don if you get shot. Now go to the table. When you're next to the table, the exclamation mark will appear in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. It's the action button. The action button symbol indicates that you could perform an action or interact with the environment. Here, you could take the guns from the table. Go on, do it. Take the other one as well. You can perform one more action on stage. See what you can find. If you're not sure what you should be doing, you can review your objectives. If you're not sure what you should be doing, you can review your objectives.
Hello, is there anyone home?
Stop making a fool of yourself. It's time to get on with more serious business. Choose a weapon from your inventory. Let's see how you handle a gun. Shoot the cans off of the table. Always remember to reload, just in case you get into trouble. Well, remember, when you throw away a magazine or empty a chamber that isn't completely empty, you will lose the unused rounds. You should also be prepared to switch weapons as quickly as possible. Just because you're part of the Mafia doesn't mean that you can walk around waving a gun. The police will arrest you if they see you carrying a gun. Hide your weapon now. Now, take the baseball bat from the table. You can't carry and hide all of the weapons under your coat. If you have a large weapon like a shotgun hidden but are also carrying another one and you spot a policeman, you're just gonna have to throw it away to avoid attention. Okay, you're gonna need that bat, so pick it up again. The police won't give you any trouble if you're carrying a bat, even if you might use it to, say, knock someone out. See that guy over there? Walk up behind him and knock him out cold, as hard as you can. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Now, to get around the city, you're gonna need to know how to drive. Walk over to that car. You're able to steal any car that you come across, but only if you've been shown how to get into it. Try to pick the lock on the car door. Make sure that the police don't spot you when breaking into cars. Now, get in the car. When you get in a car, a radar will be displayed next to the compass. It shows other vehicles that are in your surrounding area. And it'll also display your destination when you're close enough. Drive to the place indicated. Okay. Every car has a speed limit. When used, it will allow you to drive at maximum speed limit allowed and not exceed it. Use this to avoid worrying about being stopped by the police for exceeding the speed limit. The police will appear as blue cars on the radar. Turn on the limiter and drive in the direction indicated by the compass. Even when you're driving, you may have to defend yourself. You can shoot from a car while driving, but can only use handguns. Choose a Colt and try it. If someone steps into the road in front of you, you should warn them by sounding the car horn. Now listen up. In our line of work, you don't want to draw attention to yourself, so be aware of the police patrolling the city. If you commit a minor offense, a symbol of a fine will be displayed. Simply stop and pay the fine, then you can be on your way. When you're spotted committing a serious offense, a handcuff symbol will be displayed. You can try to evade the police, but if they catch you, you'll be arrested. Lastly, always keep your weapons hidden when out in the city. If the police detect shots being fired, a symbol of a gun will be displayed. You'll now be wanted by all of the police in the area, and they will return fire. How you're gonna get out of that situation is up to you. That's it. From now on, it's down to you to see what you make of yourself.
I used to be a taxi driver. Even though I wasn't making much and I worked from dawn to dusk, I was glad to be working. It was a bad time and some other people were worse off than me. It was that very taxi that drew Salieri's people to me in the first place. One day I was on my break and I was just hanging out. Suddenly I heard a tremendous crash.
Sam! They got me! Damn it!
Climb up and move. There's a taxi. We'll be okay.
It was clear to me that these guys had to get out of there fast, so I thought it was best to cooperate, rather than ending up with a hole in my head.
Move it. Come on.
Where to?
Anywhere! Fast! Hope you're damn fast. Faster than Sam here was.
I burned rubber out of there like a bat out of hell. It didn't matter where, just away from those gentlemen who were chasing my new customers.
Now listen carefully. We gotta shake these clowns behind us. If you don't do it, then we're done for. That includes you. Step on it, kid. Move it if you want to save your own ass. You want to end up a bag full of holes or what? Move it if you want to save your own ass. Christ!
Can't you go any faster? Can't you go any faster?
Step on it or we're done for.
I'll shoot you to pieces! Take this! Take this! Step on it, they're still on our tail.
Move it!
Faster! Great! We made it!
Good work, brother. Now take us to Salieri's bar. I'll show you the way. Where do you think you're going? Taking a bit long, ain't it? Taking a bit long, ain't it? Finally, we're home. Wait here, friend. Sam will get you a little something from Mr. Salieri. Thanks for your help.
Mr. Salieri would like to thank you as well as myself and Paulie. It's compensation for the damage to your car and your services. It should be enough.
Yes, of course. Thanks. Give my regards to Mr. Salieri.
Mr. Salieri wants you to know that he is very grateful to you. If you ever need anything, you can come back and ask for help, because Mr. Salieri doesn't forget about friends who have helped him out. If you're interested, maybe we could find a job for you here, and it would pay well. We always have positions for guys as good as you.
Okay. I'll think about it. Thanks. Really thanks. I'd better go to fix the car and so on.
All right. I understand. Just think about it. And I hope it's clear that this matter is only between ourselves. You take care, kid.
When I opened the envelope, I almost had a heart attack. There was more than it would cost to do the repairs. But I didn't for a minute think about their offer. I didn't want to join some criminals, even if they had all the money in the world. It's better to be poor and alive than rich and dead, right? I was going to get my cab repaired and try to forget it all as soon as possible. As my mother always said, you can never predict what God has in store for you.
Hey, could you take me to the church downtown, please?
Okay.